This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Welcome to We Connect. Let me introduce you to Geet Sethi, probably our most well-known expert in terms of cue sports. 8 times world billiards champion. He's right here with us on our show. Thank you very much. Padma Shri, an Arjuna Award, Rajiv, Gandhi, Khel, Ratna Award. I mean, where does it stop? What more is left for you?
Well, it has stopped actually. I guess towards, I'm 48 years old. I'm towards, I think, the twilight of my career. But it's been one hell of a ride. I've been playing for 35 years, 25 at the international level. So I look back with, with fantastic memories and with a lot of, a lot of experiences and a lot of achievement in these years. So it's been great fun.
Right. Let's ask about, you made a decision at some point to concentrate on billiards rather than snooker. So was there a specific reason why you did that, sir?
I started playing both billiards and snooker, but so at the international level, I realized that I was, at the top end in billiards, but in snooker, I figured out by 1990 that I did not have the skill sets, and perhaps I was not good enough to kind of beat the best players in the world. And I just took a conscious call, what I think it was core competency. You stick to your core competency. We are living in an era of super specialization. So I said, let's super specialize in what one is good at, even though there was a hell of a lot of money in snooker in the 90s and even today. But I took that call, and I'm glad I took that call because the string of achievements in billiards has been very, very fulfilling.
Right. Why do you think we have so few billiards champions in our country? There's got to be a reason for this.
Why do we have so few, or why do we have so many?
So few, I think, really.
Well, I actually differ, and I think we have constantly produced world-class performers in billiards, and starting with Wilson Jones, who became independent India's first world champion in any sport when he won it in 1956. And I have this theory that, it's a theory of subconscious self-belief in an athlete. So he was the pioneer who kind of broke all the rules. He broke the white man monopoly, the Englishman monopoly, and actually won a world title. And for Michael Ferreira, it was much easier because he won 3 world titles because, he had a subconscious belief that, hey, Wilson Jones has done it, I can do it too. And then I came along, and now you have Pankaj Advani, who at the age of 25 has already, won half a dozen world titles. So it's a game which takes a long time to master. So it takes 10 to 12 years before you reach a particular level. But we have consistently, produced world champions at regular intervals. So I think that we're producing good numbers.
You don't think we should be producing far more than the numbers you're talking about?
At any given point, let's say if you take a period of 10 to 20 years, one person has dominated the sport, and therefore all the world titles have been won by him. So between Pankaj and myself, we hold 16 world titles. So I think it's perhaps when you come on to play competitive sport, you kind of raise your level, and then it takes about 7 to 8 years before the others kind of reach up to that level. I think that's what it's all about. So there is a frequency of world achievement, but the players have been, yes, I agree, there have been 4 players. So what you're saying is we should have more. Okay, I submit.
But what does it actually take, Geet Sethi, to be a champion?
I think you need to be obsessed. I have heard the word passionate used very, very often, and I believe passion is a very, very diluted word for excellence. So I believe you need to be obsessed with whatever you do. You obviously need to love whatever you do, and then you need to have immense grit and perseverance. you really got to sweat it out. You know, I just got an email from a friend of mine who said that success lies in our sweat, in our glands, our sweat glands. We need to sweat it out to really be able to achieve excellence. So it's these three things: obsession, deep perseverance, and love for what you do.
Right. As we sit here and talk, and you look at the whole sports scene in our country, and let's talk specifically about billiards. I mean, where do you see it going? Do you feel that there is a future? I mean, we are talking about a Pankaj Advani, but who else? Tell me.
I believe there will be somebody after Pankaj Advani, and like I said, this is a sport which takes it has a long gestation period for the athlete himself to really come to terms with the game and to acquire all the knowledge that the game has to offer. So there will be somebody after Pankaj Advani. Of course, Pankaj is 25, and I believe he has another 10 to 15 years of top level competition in him. So we will consistently and constantly give India world titles. I have no doubt in my mind about that. Whether the game is popular in terms of mass acceptance or whether it is popular in terms of the number of people who play it, I have a question mark. And it's a disheartening question mark because, with this kind of talent and with this kind of achievement, I would like the sport to flourish. But the intrinsic nature of the sport does not allow it to become a mass spectacle. So.
Right. Well, we'll get back and talk to you and elaborate a little more on this particular point. Time for us to just go for a very short while, but we'll be right back with you on Reconnect, so don't go away.